Did you know there's a city in Africa that was once the wealthiest in the world, had libraries older than some in Europe, and was so mysterious that explorers risked their lives trying to find it? Welcome to Timbuktu, a city of secrets and wisdom. Today, let's travel back in time and uncover 10 mind-blowing facts about this mysterious city that you probably didn't know. 1. The unique origins of Timbuktu. The story behind Timbuktu's name and origin might surprise you. In the 12th century, local nomadic tribes often roamed the Sahara Desert and needed a safe spot to store their goods. Enter Buktu, a strong and wise Tuareg woman who was entrusted with the duty of guarding this possession said. Her spot became known as Timbuktu, meaning the place of Buktu. It wasn't long before this small seasonal encampment grew into a flourishing hub for trade and scholarship. Timbuktu's strategic location on the Niger River allowed it to connect various trade routes across West Africa and beyond. Its humble beginning make its rise even more impressive, as it will soon become one of the most famous cities in the world. 2. Timbuktu, the world's gold mine. In the 14th and 15th centuries, Timbuktu was one of the wealthiest cities on the planet, thanks largely to the abundant gold mines in West Africa. It was located at the crossroads of several trans-Saharan trade routes, which meant traders from places as far as Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa came to buy and sell. Gold, salt, and ivory flowed through the markets of Timbuktu, and at its height, the city's wealth was so legendary that it sparked wild rumors in Europe. Gold wasn't just a form of currency here, it was a status symbol, adorning the homes, clothing, and even the utensils of the elites. In fact, so much gold passed through Timbuktu that European traders exaggerated its wealth, fueling myths of a golden city. 3. The ancient libraries of Timbuktu, a repository of knowledge. During its golden era, Timbuktu was known not just for its wealth, but also for its wealth of knowledge. The city housed some of the world's first and largest private libraries, holding more than 700,000 manuscripts. These manuscripts covered an impressive range of topics: astronomy, medicine, poetry, philosophy, and law, many of which were written in Arabic, but also in local languages. These manuscripts were more valuable than gold and were often hidden in secret locations to protect them from invasions and harsh desert climate. Today, many of these manuscripts remain in Timbuktu, preserved by families who have guarded them for centuries. Their contents continue to reveal insights into African history, scientific discoveries, and religious thoughts. 4. The University of Sankore, Africa's first university. In a time when Europe was still emerging from the Dark Ages, Timbuktu was already a bustling center of intellectual life, home to the prestigious University of Sankore, founded in the 14th century. Sankore attracted scholars from all over the Islamic world and even parts of Europe. The university consisted of multiple madrasas or learning centers, each specializing in a different field. Here, students engaged in circle method of learning, where they gathered around a teacher to discuss and debate topics. Graduates from Sankore were revered as the intellectual elite and often went on to serve as advisors, teachers, and religious leaders across the Islamic world. It was a beacon of African scholarship and is still remembered as one of the world's oldest universities. 5. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage, the emperor who put Timbuktu on the world map. One of the most famous figures in Timbuktu's history is Mansa Musa, the 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire, known as the richest man to have ever lived. Mansa Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 was a spectacle. He traveled with a caravan of 60,000 men, including 12,000 slaves, each carrying 4 pounds of gold. His lavish spending in Egypt was so extreme that he caused a gold inflation crisis that lasted over a decade. After returning from his pilgrimage, Mansa Musa transformed Timbuktu into a center for Islamic learning, building mosques, schools, libraries. His legacy lives on in Timbuktu's architectural marvels, and he is often credited with elevating the city to global prominence. 6. The Djinguebe Mosque, the enduring sandcastle of the Sahara. One of Mansa Musa's most notable contributions to Timbuktu was the Djinguebe Mosque, an architectural wonder built entirely from mud, straw and wood. Constructed in 1327, this mosque remains one of Africa's most iconic structures, known for its unique style and resilience. The mosque's minarets and walls are adorned with wooden beams, which act as both decoration and support for the mud structure. Each year, during a special festival, the community gathers to reapply fresh layers of mud, a century-old tradition that has kept the mosque standing through harsh desert conditions. The Djinguebe Mosque is not only a place of worship, but also a testament to African architectural innovation and the city's enduring spirit. 7. The mysterious lost city myth. For centuries, European explorers fantasized about Timbuktu, thinking it was a city of gold hidden in the African desert. This myth started with Mansa Musa's legendary wealth and spread through tales from traders and travelers. In the 19th century, many European explorers, fueled by curiosity and greed, launched dangerous expeditions to find Timbuktu. Few returned, and those who did were often disappointed to find a city that, while rich in culture and history, was not the golden paradise they had envisioned. This mystery, however, only heightened the city's allure, making Timbuktu one of the most famous lost cities in history. 8. Timbuktu's dark period of invasion and decline. Timbuktu's glory didn't last forever. In 1591, Moroccan forces invaded Timbuktu, marking the beginning of the city's decline. The Moroccans were interested in controlling the lucrative trade routes, but their invasion disrupted the city's economy and destabilized its society. Over time, shifts in trade routes to the Atlantic further isolated Timbuktu, reducing its influence and wealth. By the 18th century, Timbuktu was a shadow of its former self, with much of its grandeur lost to time and foreign occupation. However, the resilience of its people helped preserve its cultural heritage. 9. A World Heritage Site under threat. In 1988, Timbuktu was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, securing its place as a symbol of global cultural significance. However, in 2012, the city faced grave danger as Mali fell into a period of political turmoil. Extremist groups targeted Timbuktu, destroying parts of its sacred sites, including mausoleums and mosques. Despite the attacks, many locals risked their lives to protect the city's treasures, hiding manuscripts in secret locations. With international support, efforts to restore and protect Timbuktu continue today, making it a testament to human resilience and the fight to preserve history. 10. Hidden manuscripts, the secret treasures beneath the sand. Today, Timbuktu is home to a hidden treasure trove of over 300,000 ancient manuscripts. Families have passed these manuscripts down through generations, some burying them in the sand to protect them from invaders and environmental decay. These texts cover diverse subjects from scientific theories to poetic musings, and some date back over 1,000 years. Historians believe that many more manuscripts are yet to be uncovered, holding secrets that could rewrite parts of African and global history. This ongoing search for hidden manuscripts has added a new layer of mystery to Timbuktu's legacy, suggesting that the city still has many untold stories to reveal. Timbuktu's story is far from over. Just beneath the sand, archaeologists believe there may be more secrets, hidden manuscripts, artifacts, or maybe even entire forgotten buildings. Which fact shocked you the most? Comment below. If you love African history, subscribe now for more hidden stories. Like this video to support our mission of educating the world about Africa's forgotten wonders.